Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, Soul Family. In any event, I do want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to click on this video. And I hope you do find something beneficial here that speaks to your soul the way it speaks to mine. I do thank you for joining us here. And I would like to ask, if you get some benefit from the messages here, please consider giving the video a thumbs up as well as subscribing so that whenever I do upload content, we can all stay in touch. And it does help us share the energy of the readings. Speaking of sharing energy, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to get tonight, fam. There's a beautiful brother in New Zealand that has been all up in my energetic business, so to speak. I was led to one of his readings a few weeks ago, and he has been very much beaded in on the energy of myself and my twin and kind of what's going on in our spiritual journey. And I know the messages are not just specifically for me, but some of his readings have been so specific that I know good and full well they are. I am definitely, at least one or two of them were specifically personal messages because my tarot guides have kind of shown me over time, once I started really paying attention to my intuition, they do send me sometimes to some very direct messages. And it's kind of funny because he was part of a tarot synchronicity for me when I was shortly after I was initially led in his collective. And this morning, when I was sitting out for morning meditation, for some reason, he started coming to mind. So this message may have something in it for him. If it does, wonderful. And if not, in any event, I think we're going to all probably get some kind of benefit from this. So without further ado, let's get a bit of Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. We ask that you give us your guidance and protection as well as direction over this reading. Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Metatron, I ask for your wisdom and direction as well. Yeshua, Saint Germain, Thoth, as always, I ask that you and the other members of the spiritual team, all members of Love and Light, of the highest white light, be with us. And so it is. And tarot guys, please. Definitely want your input today. Ashe. Thank you. Ooh. Oh. I like it. Okay. We have leader of the light. Where are you being called to serve and support others? And you can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. What belief is limiting you? I had started another reading somewhere, earlier, and I stopped it because there was some noise interference and the cards were dramatically different, but I'm actually liking this. This energy is a little more before, it was some soul work that needed to be done, and we're going to get to it later. I'm not sure if it needs to come out again, of course it will. That's the nature of tarot. Honey, them cards is they gonna, whatever cards want to come out this deck are coming. You can put them back all you want. They'll pop right back out if they want to be heard. So I'm just gonna let that roll, and we're gonna work with this leader of the light, and you can radically change your results by shifting your belief. So what belief is limiting you? Let's see here. Whoa. Protect what you love. It is your duty and responsibility. Recognize despair as opportunity. Within you, you will find the gift of awakening. We may have to look at those. Wow. And then you cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Recognize despair as an opportunity. That's kind of like that Mickle or Muckle with the fairies. Sometimes what you think is happening to you is actually happening for you. But I do want to hear what the book has to say with this: protect what you love and recognize despair as an opportunity, because your beliefs around something to do with some of that has to do with your walk. Because I mean, you came right out the gate with leader of the light. You're being called to serve and support, but you got to work through this in order to effectively serve and support. Ooh. Okay, we got what in the world? Reunion, soul ties, soulmate, fated partnership, past life connection, past returns, with higher self activation, higher self integration, awakening, timeline shift. Oh. Oh. Y'all. Okay. Okay. This message right here, I don't even know who this is for, because again, I'm not trying to get it into nobody's too deep. I was only planning on taking 2 or 3 of these cards, but a bunch of them flipped over. But when I looked at them, and I'm seeing this: recognizing despair as opportunity and protecting what you love. But then we get here to this reunion with the soul ties, the higher self activation. And then when I flip this run of cards over, we got here toxicity, bound, energy vampire, addictions, pattern, trauma bonds, stuck, with truth and expression, new perspective, seeing the truth, clear action, honesty, doubts, lonely, negativity, not hopeful, discontentment, renewal, spark, new life, fresh starts, rejuvenation, healing after crisis, and then fears, illusion, limitations, anxiety, comfort zone, overthinking, negative doubts, separation, longing, abandoned, broken. It's like back and forth, back and forth. Trust, divine timing, greater forces at play, release, control. All is working out for the highest good. Somebody is okay. I believe you had a very traumatic, very karmic, very toxic run in with somebody that was either trying to, had you convinced, or you had yourself convinced that it may have been a twin flame soulmate situation. And it probably was a soulmate. All our soulmates are not pleasant, you know. Karmic soulmates are here sometimes to teach us important lessons. And they did a doozy on you. And you let it go because you knew you had to. But there's still something in the stuckness of it. The heart wants what it wants, or have you feeling bad or guilty, or whatever the case it may be. There's something in that pain cycle and something that's got you still a little bit stuck. We're going to figure that out. Closed off, guarded, resistant. Yeah. No. We're not staying there. We're gonna have to figure something else out. Let's get one more of these. Past affecting the present. Lack, betrayal, victim. Let the past go. See, I wasn't trying to see all of that today, but yeah, it is what it is, though. I mean, if that's what is here that we need to work on and address, then that's what we need to work on and address. I know the heart wants what it wants, boo. But some of these people, honestly, you gotta love yourself enough to understand that love is not supposed to hurt like that. And whoever told you to believe that love is pain, they were your tormentors. It's not supposed to hurt like that and be toxic and whatever. It's not supposed to be one-sided. It's not supposed to be you automatically know that you loved it. No, It's a more than and no. Wait a minute. Resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Yes. Ooh, stand your ground was right here, but I'm not sure. And I done flipped this deck all kind of crazy ways. Now let me fix this. Okay. Okay. Oh, child, speak. Holy Spirit, speak. Yes. I know what I'm feeling sitting at this table, and it's not making me feel that good right now. Somebody is in a lot of pain or angst over the past. You can't walk into the new future, the new life, the new timeline, the new love, the abundance, than any of that because you feel guilty about what you're walking away from. Like I said, recognize despair as an opportunity. Sometimes the tower has to fall so something else can get built here. Right here, the cards that came out, obligation. Stop telling yourself you should. When you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself, you stop your flow of abundance. All I had to do was let the card fall. You are worthy and deserving of all the abundance in the universe. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. Walk away. You're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. Okay. We're going to pull some tarot and some tarot-ish, tarot-like cards and see what's going on with there. This got a little more interesting. I might have to pull more decks than I initially intended, but that's okay too, because bruh, sis, whoever you are out there that this message is for, we need to figure this thing out. Because here's the thing. The person, the situation, the whatever it was that you had to walk away from or that walked away from you, if it was even, if it was reciprocal, you wouldn't be hurting. So either you walked away from something that was so toxic you knew you had to preserve yourself, or they walked away from you because it was never enough there to sustain it in the first place. Whatever you're still sitting back in angst about, it is more likely bruised ego. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. That's all of us. If you stop and think, one of the people, look at here, false person right there. One of the people that I had to walk away from, I felt so bad when, and then I got to thinking about it. Years ago, they broke up with me first and came back in my life when they needed something energetically from me. Wasn't no more romance there, but they got their hooks into me in the friend zone because they wanted that good energy. They didn't like me enough to understand my value and my spiritual worth, kept me constantly doubting my spiritual gifts, and did the exact opposite of everything that I ever said. Basically belittled me, tried to make me feel like, oh, well, when you get here, when you get where I am spiritually, then you'll understand. That was his attitude with me the entire time that I've known him. But every time I say something to him, he busy telling me what his guys said. My guys was trying to point him to millions of dollars. His guys cost him over $200 million because he was so egotistical he couldn't listen to what the message that I gave him, because in his mind he was so much more advanced spiritually that he was the only one that could hear. And the entire time that I've known this man, which is close to 15 years now, maybe a little bit longer than that, the entire time I've known him, every time he didn't listen to me, it wound up costing severe damage. But he still, to this day, trust. I don't even know what he's listening to, because he talking about his guys saying this and that and the third. One night I tried to bring him a direct message from a passed on family member of his, and he wouldn't listen to me. Literally had me second guessing my clairaudience for years. So at the end of the day, why was I hurt when that fell apart? And truthfully, I had to understand, it was my ego. I didn't like the idea of being dumped. After I got to thinking about it and looked back over the years, I'd never been so glad to be dumped in my whole life. When he came back and asked for another chance, I had to explain to him why the answer was a resounding no. But at the time, I was hurt. I even went through the whole playing the game. Now, I'm just telling on myself, because whoever this is needs to hear this. I knew that man wasn't good for me. I had been doing most of the giving through the relationship. Now, he gaslit me sufficiently enough that I didn't really see that until later. Made a whole lot of promises, never delivered on none of it, a whole lot of hot air, and very, very minimal show up and actually invest into the relationship, but was on this egoic, I'm a good man, I'm going to run my show, I'm a this, I'm a that, and still on that to this day. Ain't got a pot to pee in or one to toss it out of, but got himself and everybody else convinced around him that he should be running the show, and everything he touches, he runs into the ground. Everything. So why would I even want to be like that? And again, I'm not bitter. I'm grateful that I was finally able to see it, because I couldn't see it then. Didn't even realize the man was probably using spell work. But at that time, it was so hard for me to let go of that, because even after the love was over, we got into that weird friendship thing, and it's hard to let that go, especially when you're in a spiritual scenario where the rest of your world is falling apart, and whatever those toxic patches in people are may be the last little bits of normalcy that you have. You don't want to let them go. The Spirit said you got to let them go. They're in the way. You're wasting energy on something that will not bear fruit. And then I hear with the Kipper deck, the very first card that came out is bam, false person. What's at the root of the scenario for false person? Oh, and they're messing with your money. Poverty is here. Lord have mercy. Despair. Ooh, child. Lord have mercy. Baby. Yeah, somebody hurting, because these cards don't look like this for me hardly ever. Main female, unexpected income, house. You know what? Let me do this, because they won't. False person, poverty. Oh no, this was 3. Despair. And female. I gotta stagger these so they'll be in the shot, because I'm gonna clarify about some stuff. Unexpected income and house. There we go. I gotta pull a 7 card on this though. Child is here. And child is not always an actual baby. It could be a spirit baby that's trying to come in, that you not getting your stuff together is in the way of. But I'm not even looking on the. This is too much pain to even start looking at a counterpart at this point. You're not gonna call in a counterpart into this mess. And that's the part that really, because honestly, this. False person and poverty and despair are the first 3 cards. Then we get main female, unexpected income, and house with this child. But until you get, let me figure out this part. I'm sorry, I gotta see some more here. first card out. Yeah, somebody done broke your heart. You wanted real love, because I mean, the flowers this denotes loving, cooperative partnerships. Um, think about it, somebody giving you flowers, but this isn't real in this case. Snake was right here with the poverty. I'm trying to. Oh, I ain't seen this much kick. Time is here with this despair. Or that's the compass. It's not even the time, it's direction. You were going in the wrong direction. With this and this child is here again. In the Lenormand and in the Kipper, the child came out now. These religious factors. Whoa. Ooh. I'm sorry, y'all. About to... Oh, good Lord. I see the card, but can't pick it up. Okay. And now I'm ripping the tablecloth off. Maybe I should just stop. But this glass table, the cards are too slick to be in. Yeah. Oh, okay. Tweeting. And the sun is here. Twitter or gossip, that's what that represents. But it can also, oh, look at this. At the bottom of the deck, he's raggedy behind mice. The snakes and the mice. The only thing left to see is the fox. But you're heading out of it. The ancestors are heading you out. This boat trip. Yeah, you're getting up out of there. What's here? Yeah, once you cut this stuff out, love and stability are here. And it is part of your tree of life. But that's the part you don't see coming yet, because you got to get through this. Whatever's on the bottom of the deck is what you don't see coming. Well, you see these, because this is the part of it, but you don't see this cutting off. But it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Because whatever it is that you got going on, you trying to protect yourself, but it's literally keeping you from what you want. The crazy part is that if you cast a spell with your existence, we definitely gonna look at that, because there's something is missing here. You too powerful of. You done come too far in your spiritual journey to let this kind of a hiccup keep you stuck. The fact that this first part starts out with this false person, poverty, despair, but then we end up with unexpected income, child, and house. But then there's still this thing of religious differences, or this can be your brother's keeper. There's some kind of a foundational difference that's causing some kick. And maybe it's your spirituality that separated you from some of these people that you love. But don't let that bother you either, because everybody's not going to awaken and ascend at the same time. And those who don't can't go with you. There's no need to feel bad about it. You can't make somebody see or perceive or awaken any differently or on a different time frame than they will. We've got so many timelines merging. You have to be able to accept that everyone may not stay on the same timeline that you're on, especially if you've been on the spiritual path for a minute. They'll be okay on the timelines that they're meant to settle on, and if they're supposed to join you on a timeline, they will converge later. That's kind of how it just depends on, like I say, where they're able to get to in their overall energy. Oh. The muse is here. I kind of think at some point you thought this person that was going to be, like I said, you thought they were going to bring you love and be everything you needed and everything you wanted and more, and it felt so good and all that at first, but it wasn't real. And instead of leading to your happiness and abundance, it led to prosperity and poverty and despair. You literally raked the snake into your bed, in your bosom. I ain't gonna say your bed because it doesn't have to be a romantic. I really think it does though, but it's either foundational, family, work, something like that, but something super close to you. But with these flowers and the muse here, that level of inspiration as far as the muse along with the flowers would indicate some kind of a love relationship, but it was a false person. Ooh. The sands of time are here with this despair. And the Queen of Keys is with the main female. I think the Queen of Keys is like the Queen of Wands, I think. Or it might not be, might be Pentacles, I can't remember. No, the Scrolls are Swords. Oh. But we got two worlds here. Wait a minute. Oh. Wow. False person. Poverty. Sands of time should have been here with this snake and this poverty. I'm sorry. And then despair with the Queen of Keys. The Akashic Library with the main female. Oh my goodness, and the King of Keys is here. Okay, so the muse was the false person. But the King and Queen of Keys are here. But it looked like somebody had to grab some information from the ethers. And like I said, the child can be a new project or an... Oh, Two Worlds came out anyway. Again. With this house and these religious factors. And Archangel Raphael is right here with this sun and tweeting in this child. Yeah, you're going to start something new. I don't think this is an actual baby in this case. Although if that's something you want down the line, you can manifest that. But you got to get to a place of healing first. But this is a new venture, a new partnership, a new, like you said, you're a new baby, so to speak. Not an actual baby, but a something to do that not only allows you to heal from this, but it's kind of like your gift after you do heal from this. This you thought was going to be the be all and end all that was going to carry you on the way. It broke your heart, and it didn't. It's taken a while to get over it, or over them if it was a person. And in this case, it does say false person. So I don't think this is just somebody did you wrong in business. This is somebody that shook you to your core because they were your inspiration. And instead of being uplifting and being what you thought or you were running into by way of a cooperative partner in love, they literally were a snake that took you through some things that literally extended or took you to a detour of a poverty cycle and despair. But you're getting back on track. Compass is here. This well is here with this unexpected income. Let me see some tarot. Seven of Wands. Like I said, need to protect yourself. King of Swords. Oh wow, I started to pull. I was gonna pull both of these cards, and I should have. Now I see, because I put it in the wrong position. The Queen of Keys is here with the King of Swords. Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords were side by side. I was going to take both of those cards. I just got the wrong order. Yeah, I shouldn't get too spicy on that. Let them pull themselves. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, when you get over this hump, Spirit is pulling for you. We had the Golden Eye of Fate came out here. That's like the anything card. That's like the Sun, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, Lovers, Temperance, Judgment, and all rolled into one kind of sort of. We'll look at that in a minute. The Eight of Wands indicating movement here, and the Age of Aquarius is here with this house scenario. But it's going to involve you teaching or talking about what you learned through all of this. You're working with, and again, this new baby, this scenario, working with Archangel Raphael is tweeting. That is gossip. That is twittering. That is talking. That's something in the public space. And I think it's, yeah, talking about what you overcame with this heartbreak. It's going to bring you some money, though. And eventually it's going to bring you love, a situation in. King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Star is at the top. Oh, wow. And the Ace of Swords is right there. Yeah. Ooh, Strength is here. Death and transformation. Yeah. Okay, so Spirit is on it. As long as you aware, because I'm the Emperor is here. The Tower is here. The Two of Swords with this Eight of Wands. And the Queen of Swords is right here with the World. Oh, wow. Five of Cups, that's crying over spilt milk, but right underneath that is the Ten of Pentacles. Then on the bottom we had the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Spirit ain't letting me see all the ins and outs with clarity because it ain't my business. What's got you stuck like this, whoever this message is for. I'm not trying to get all up in your business, but you know what it is. So I'm probably tap dancing all over it, and I just don't know because it's not for me to know, and that's fine. But you gotta heal this. You have to. And I know it's a hard thing to just say, well, just get over it. Okay, I'm a little bit of an odd egg. I'm an empath. I'm a Hayoka. So I feel deeply. But I also had to learn to dissociate it because of my upbringing. I was literally like disowned by my family over religious differences early in my early 20s. I have living family members here on this planet, but other than the children I gave birth to, I really have no family that calls to check on me, that wants me to that I can comfortably go around family ventures or anything. They used to call me, or actually they had one person that was designated to text me whenever somebody would die so that I could go and stand in the back of the congregation and look like an outcast if I wanted to show up for the funeral. But they don't ever call me, they don't check on me, they don't check on my children, they don't anything. So I suffered a lot of hurt in life looking for love in all the wrong places, but eventually I dissociated so much that when someone hurt me, it was like, screw you. You don't want me. I didn't want you 10 minutes ago. Now, I get it. A lot of that was deflection, and I had to heal it later. But this hanging on to something that does not want you, I guess, I don't know. like you say, I'm kind of like Judge Lynn on Toller on that. Don't make a man tell you he don't want you twice. Don't make anybody have to tell you they don't want you twice. Do what you need to do to heal in silence, but it must. I'm gonna say something harsh that I don't mean to be harsh, but when I see scenarios like this of people that just can't get over it and can't get over it and can't get over it and can't get over it, my thing is try loving yourself half as much as you love these no account people that hurt you and did you bad. And I'm saying that as a harsh thing because I had to say it to me too. I allowed toxic behind people that didn't mean me any good and were breaking me down like a fraction to stay in my life years past, and in some cases decades longer than they should have, because of feeling like I was obligated, because why? Because they showed up and said that they wanted to be in my family in whatever toxic ass way that they wanted to insert themselves into my life, and I just had to put up with it. No, you do that for a while until you discover that you love yourself enough to not allow them to do that. They will stay in your life forever because they're energy vampires. And your sweet, sweet empath, imbalanced energy is delicious to them. So as long as you will allow them to suck your soul like that, they will. But you gotta love you enough to know that you deserve better than that. And then you can stop looking at the relationship with rose-colored glasses and see what them sorry scrubs did or did not do. And be honest with it. Stop sugarcoating it because you're giving the edited version that people in public want to hear because you know they'd be upset. These same people that hurt you would die of embarrassment if you were to tell the truth about your relationship and how they treated you in a public forum. I know. I have some of them same kind of people in my life. Even to this day. They don't call and do nothing for me. But if I was to get on a platform and name names, oh, they come out the woodwork hollering about how wrong I was and this and that for doing nothing more than telling the truth. Now, I never will name names. I'm not a vengeful person. But they know what they did was wrong because they don't want nobody to talk about it in public. But they still don't make it right with you. And those are the people that you're going to allow to interfere with your ascension? I don't think so. Look, we've been all love and light on this channel so far, but this little reading right here got me a little bit shook because you're a leader of the light. But you need to radically shift your beliefs because you're not getting the results that you want. You're allowing prior obligations to trauma bonded people and situations to keep you convinced of what? That you're so heartbroken that you can't get past this enough to move forward. You better. You got good stuff coming in here. Your higher self is trying to get you to tag them in, even if you need to do a little bit of a walk-in or a soul swap with your higher self for a minute to get through this something. Come on now. You gotta let the past go. You gotta let the past go. Oh, child. Let's see here. I wanted to look. Oh, here we go. This golden eye of fate. Oh, Lord. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the universal arcana, so they're not in any particular order or whatever. What the what? $66. Okay. Oh, they so lied. That is not what page it's on now. You know what? I never realized that this book was off like that. I thought it told me it was a particular page, unless I'm looking at something wrong. I wanted to hear what this had to say about the golden eye of fate. That's all. So sorry. Excuse me. What in the, you know what? Okay. I get, oh, here, and now I just flip right exactly to it. Can you believe that? Well, yeah, I believe that because that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. I've been looking and fumbling and looking, and then the book just falls open to where it is. Power and destiny. The introspection. You see, this is the power to change your fate or destiny. Oh, wow. And this says you can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. And then you wind up with this card that's talking about changing your fate or destiny. There is no reversal. The mantra is, I change my fate, and the timing is whenever you're ready. It is the galactic gateway or Godhead chakra, and the introspective moment is, our introspection is, do I truly believe I have the skills, wisdom, and knowledge to change my fate? The evocation is, nothing is set in stone. I am free to change my path at any time. The light attribute is choosing the self over others to better one's life. And then searching the depths of one's soul for their truth and divine purpose. Unbinding oneself from anything that keeps them from reaching their divine potential. Now, I did want to take a look at this, these two and these two, because, let's see, 36. I'm in the wrong. This is Unshakable Peace. I'm in the wrong book. I'm so sorry. 36. You, my dear, are so important to this world. You have a presence of grace, love, and focus, and you have no idea how much you inspire those around you. You are a true leader of the light, someone who stands firm in their connection to truth with respect, integrity, and a commitment to the greater good. You are here to lead by example. By staying connected to your true self, you can align with calm and stay grounded through all of life's transitions. When things are uncertain, your certainty lies in the light within and all around you. You are being asked to look within yourself and see where you have been giving away your power by thinking it lives outside of you. No one outside of you has the power that you have within. No politician, leader, boss, parent, or influencer is more special than you. The power is you. You are the one you've been waiting for. Stop waiting for someone else to fix your worries and see that your divinity is the help within you, and it's been you all along. Celebrate the light and light within and let it lead you. And then I got number 2. Are you looking for a quantum leap in your life? Radical advancement is possible when we shift into a higher vibration and tune into a new frequency. We do this by releasing old beliefs that no longer serve us. You've drawn this card because you have a belief, pattern, or habit that is no longer serving you. It is outdated and keeping you stuck. Our habits and beliefs help us during certain periods, but as we grow, so do our needs. We must clear away the old to make way for the new. You're at a powerful crossroads in your life. You have the opportunity to let go of everything holding you back. Even if you're not aware of all the things blocking you, you can set the intention to release them so that you can step into your future with more ease. You will radically change your life when you shift your limiting beliefs. Look at your experience in life situations and take inventory. Which people, places, beliefs, habits, and situations are supporting you in your growth, and which ones are limiting? Be willing to let go and trust that the universe will support you. Be gentle and kind to yourself. Through the release of the old, you welcome in the new. Self-compassion will lead you forward. Create a vision for yourself by imagining your ideal life and who you want to be. Feel what it feels like to be released from your old limitations. You are finally free. They call us a little delusional, and that's fine. Because you know what? You do have to be a little, just slightly, what the world wants to consider delusional in order to be a powerful manifester, because you got to put unwavering faith to the point of knowing something that you cannot see yet. But the fact that you said it so, it is so. Now, it doesn't show up in the immediate, and the rub there is what gets a lot of us stuck. But the first thing you got to do is believe that you're worthy of it. Whatever's hurt you before, and this, let's see what this has to say about this protecting what you love. They may be going on a completely different path. You are responsible for the things and beings around you. Well, to some degree, yes. I think this might be part of the shift of what you need to. We're going to see. Because I'm kind of recoiling at that a little. You are responsible for the things and beings around you. The well-being of your loved ones should be your primary concern. You are responsible for protecting them, which involves being mindful of their needs, but you are also responsible for yourself, your safety, well-being, and dreams. Protect all these too. Protect everything that you love, everything that is dear to you, whether a person or an animal or an idea or indeed your health. Fight for it. Remember your duty and do not try to worry what other people think or say. Stop trying to please everyone and saying yes to everything. Right now, today is the day to begin protecting your own boundaries and those of the people who trust you and whom you love. You are a noble warrior of the light within whom beats a great and loving heart. You have the right and the sacred duty to bring confidence, security, and dignity to the world. So, yes, you are a protector, but you also have to remember to protect you first. Do not allow people to gaslight you into struggle love scenarios where you feel like you're bound to be held to these people because you swimming in the same DNA pool, or because y'all once swapped some DNA and made children together, or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying you're not going to help any of these people, but not at your expense. Not anymore. You've done enough of that. No more of that. Your first and foremost is to you. Because remember, it's like in the airline when they tell you, they're giving you the flight instructions, and they tell you in the event of an emergency, when the air mask dropped down, the oxygen mask, and they were saying even if the masks aren't fully inflated, they'll still work. But in any event, put your mask on first before attending to any children or elderly people. You would think, well, they need it more than I. But you can't help anybody if you don't tend to you first. So Spirit is saying it's good that you're a protectorate and all of that. That's lovely. But you got to protect you. You're your first line of defense. And if you don't do it, who will? You're going to have to find a way to step out of some of the things that are causing you this despair situation, this false people, this false muse, this despair and poverty cycles. They're dragging you into a season of struggle love, period. And that's fine. I'm not saying at one point in time you may have been there energetically. You was an energetic match to it, or you wouldn't have ever manifested it towards yourself before. I'm not saying that. And I ain't saying people don't need love too, because they do. However, if you know you're made for something different, you've always wanted something different, you've aspired to something different, couldn't figure out how you can't get to something different, it's probably because of some of the folks that you stayed attached to for too long. Some of those people aren't supposed to stay in your life forever, especially if they're trying to keep you stuck with this false scenario. And no. Recognize despair as an opportunity. Hidden in the darkest of nights, in the Hidden in the darkest of nights, in the greatest depths of despair and desperation, lies the gift of awakening. Do not pass judgment on it or denounce it as a bad or dreadful moment in your life. Instead, use this time with all its darkness as a spur to action. Make use of every low in your life to create a new beginning. Powerful emotions contain the most powerful magic. Use them for rituals. Celebrate them, commit them to yourself, and develop from this innermost strength a great light and inner supernova. Use this transformed power to create something you desire, something new or even bold or daring. These times are perfect for creating a new, wonderful future. See them as a chance to raise yourself up and grow beyond yourself and your lower self. Unhappiness will not devour or destroy you. It will take you to higher dimensions. This card leads to one of your darkest places. Remember it, or you might be in the middle of such a place right now. It is painful, of course, but this pain comes to you as a friend. It will make you wiser, more awake, more aware. Learn from it. Do not neglect this opportunity to recognize something great that lies hidden behind all the drama and despair. Okay. Excuse me. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. This card reminds you that there is magical power hidden in every heart. Were you aware of this? Magic is not outside, but is within you. It is the white light that flows through your meridians. It is life. It creates life. Magic is the light that penetrates deep into the darkness to awaken and guide all that is there so that you can develop your own divine being to its full potential. This light is within you. Just as the sun touches a seed that lies dormant in the ground, you can awaken something truly miraculous within any being. This magic is expressed in every smile you give to others, every loving gesture you make, and the respect that you show. Make your way through the world as a good fairy, as a priest or priestess, as a magician or holy man or woman, and let the magic within you flow over everything and everybody you encounter. You are a gift, and with all the magical light in your heart, you are precious and needed. Your ultimate reward will be receiving 100-fold all the gifts you have given. Now begin to walk the path of your own magic, and through the magical radiance of your true essence, you will become a priest or priestess, a magician of the new world. You know, I was trying to figure out where this... Oh, well, I was trying to figure out where this reading was going to lead, and it doesn't feel complete, but rather than just throw more cards at it, so to speak, I want to go, I think I'm going to do the reading that I was talking about doing before, or I did it before for myself, the Cross of Insight. And instead of drawing a whole bunch of other stuff, I want to do the Cross of Insight. I actually want to call it the Pyramid of Insight because we're going to add a sixth and seventh position to fill out the pyramid. But I strongly suspect that this theme or energy, whoever I'm reading for, that the soul messages that come out of that reading might be of benefit to you as well. I strongly suspect it's kind of going to be in the same energy because I'm getting ready to end this now, cleanse the space, and then I'm going to jump right into that reading. So I definitely thank you for joining me here today, Soul Family. You're working on this. We're going to get some more information about how we're going to get past this stuckness. I think you're on the path of it. You just gotta understand that this is not what you deserve. You deserve more. You're different than that. You're bigger than that. You're more beautiful than that. It's not your fault that they didn't see who and what you're worth. They weren't meant to, because you weren't supposed to be with them. Because it's bad enough that you hanging on to whatever the scenario is and having a hard time letting go. It'd be even worse if they wanted you back and then you be all upset because you be in your hurt state running back to some struggle scenario that you ain't got no business staying with no way. Spirit done cut it loose from you. You just having a hard time accepting that it's cut loose. But you will. Your heart will heal. It's got to, because you got to get to the good part. You can't even get to the good part till you allow this to heal and be out of the way. But in any event, join me on the next one, fam. We're going to look for it. I might put pyramid of insight or something in that reading when we get done. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be called. Heck, I don't even know what this one's going to be called yet. But I know you're going to find it, and they'll be within close proximity to each other. Because like I said, I'm getting ready to upload this one and then start in on that next one. So until the next cards hit the table, I love you so much, family. Chin up. We're going to get through this. Peace and blessings to you. Namaste.